For all episodes and more information, please visit us at marriedmillions.com.
Let's begin with the beginning. What's the purpose of a business plan? It's a map. It essentially lays out what the business person wants to accomplish. In conceptualizing a business plan, it's wise to start at the end. Where am I trying to go? Then work back toward the beginning. I'm here, I want to get there. How do I get there from here? So the reasonable, rational questions to ask in a broad sense are, what are the things that have to happen? And in what sequence do things have to happen for me to achieve my business objective? Now, visualizing a business objective is another component of the business plan. What do I want to achieve? I have a business. What is my business? What's my product? Who are my customers? What do I have to do in order to get those people to buy from me? What's my business is a general statement of what industry am I getting involved in. And within that industry, there are lots of different products that I could sell, that one could sell. The question is, which one of those products am I going to sell? Who's my customer deals with, of all the people in the world who might buy a product, which ones am I focusing my product on? And this one is sounds simple, but it's not. Because I'll ask people, who's your customer? And the answer is everyone. And the answer is, and it's not really everyone. The people who are building the Kia at the new factory down in Columbus, Georgia, are not looking for the same customers as the people who build the BMW in South Carolina. Even though they're both in the automotive industry, even though they both build cars. So the question now is, what is my product and who's ready, willing, and able to afford and interested in buying my product? And what does that person really buying? If you're a restaurant, then you may think you are selling quality food, but a customer may want to buy efficiency, fast food. McDonald's is, of course, my favorite example. McDonald's doesn't make the world's greatest hamburgers, but they sell a lot of them anyway, because the customer really wants to get it quickly, and he's more interested in getting it quickly than he is in getting it gourmet prepared. So it's very important in putting together and conceptualizing a business to answer those questions. So now, once you've conceptualized your business and you begin the process of deciding, okay, how do I deliver this? And you begin with, what do I know? What do I have? What can I do? How can I do it better than the other guy can? What's my sustainable competitive advantage? If I'm going to be able to go into business, then I've got to recognize that there's already someone out there who's doing that. And if I'm going to get the customer, then I've got to do it more quickly than he does, or more cheaply than he does, or better than he does. I've got to some way distinguish myself in order to attract the customer, which goes back to my question, what does the customer really want? So I've got to conceptualize my business in terms of what's my advantage? What advantage can I offer that's going to draw customers to me? Okay, I write that down. I put it in some kind of process. I put it into some kind of into a format, beginning with the executive summary, which is, incidentally, in a business plan, the executive summary is presented first, but it's almost always written last, because it's a summary of all the things I've done. I begin by saying, okay, fine, here's my business, here's an opportunity that I see. If I create this business, here is the way I'm going to deliver the business. I've got to put together a model of how I communicate to the customer, and the customer communicates to me, and we exchange resources. I give him product and service, he gives me money, everybody's happy. Who is the competition? What do they do? How do they make money? What are their advantages? How do I develop a strategy to be better than they are? What's going to be my scope of operations? Am I going to be local? And in the good old days, I had a store, and my customer was people within a certain radius of my store. But now I may have an online presence, and I may be international, I may be global, and not local. And if so, how does that work? If I'm producing a product, a hard product as opposed to a service, then am I going to produce that product myself, or am I going to have it produced by someone else? I'm going to acquire it from someone. If so, where will I acquire it? For how much? Under what conditions? What's the timing factor, for example? If I'm offering a product for service to sell, then a customer comes in and places an order. When can I promise delivery reliably and get it to him? I've got to get it from them to him, from them to me, or from somehow I've got to acquire it from my supplier and get it to my customer in the time that I promised. How do I collect the money? How do I get paid? How does my supplier get paid? And how do we fulfill the client's desires? All those considerations are factors that go into having a business. And in order to be successful in a business, it's important to conceptualize each of those before doing anything else, before spending money on anything else other than research perhaps. I need to be able to sit down and to answer all of these important questions about how I'm going to run this business, how I'm going to make this business work for me. My name is Robert Yancy. I am a S.C.O.R.E counselor. I came to school by way of careers in higher education and entrepreneurship.